What's up everyone? Jack the Hedgehog here, and today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be reading you all a story, but it's not a Sonic story. So I'm afraid it's not a story about a handsome blue hedgehog like the one up there, no. This story is about a cheeky little blue tank engine. I'm talking about no one other than Thomas the Tank Engine. Now, I absolutely loved these books when I was younger. I used to read them like nearly all the time. I'd look at the pictures and be like, oh, there's Thomas there, there's Gordon, there's James. So I thought, why don't I take you a trip down memory lane and, well, just read you this. But I know what you're thinking. But Jack, this channel is a Sonic channel, not a Thomas channel. Now, usually you'd be right. But I thought, do I really want to do Sonic content all the time? Or would I rather do something different? And I thought, why not do two things that are different, which is read your story and do something that's about our favourite #1 blue engine. So I'm going to be reading you all the first chapter today, which is called Thomas and Gordon. Now, we'll warn you, I'm not that perfect. I'm not really perfect on reading stories, but hey, what matters is that I give it a go. So if you're new here and if you're excited for this story as much as I am, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell with a homing attack. Now, without further ado, let's begin the first chapter of Thomas the Tank Engine, Thomas and Gordon. Thomas was a tank engine who lived at a big station. He had 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome. He was a fussy little engine, always pulling coaches about. He pulled them to the station ready for the big engine to take out on long journeys. And when the trains came in and the people got out, he would pull the empty coaches away so that the big engines could go and rest. He was a cheeky little engine too. He thought no engine worked as hard as he did, so he used to play tricks on them. He liked best of all to come quietly beside a big engine, dozing and siding and making him jump. Beep, 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 beep. Wake up, lazy bones, he would whistle. Why don't you work hard like me? Then he would laugh rudely and run away to find some more coaches. Oh dear. Looks like Thomas is going to be in a bit of trouble now. One day, Gordon was resting in a siding. He was very tired. The big express he always pulled had been late. Ooh. And he had to run as fast as he could to make up for lost time. He was just going to sleep when Thomas came up in his cheeky way. Wake up, lazy bones, he whistled. Do some hard work for a change. You can't catch me. And he ran off laughing. Oh dear. Instead of going to sleep again, Gordon thought how he could pay Thomas out. And I wonder what way that would be. One morning, Thomas wouldn't wake up. His driver and fireman couldn't make him start. His fire went out and there was not enough steam. It was nearly time for the express. The people were waiting, but the coaches weren't ready. At last, Thomas started. Oh dear, he yawned. Come on, said the coaches. Hurry up. Thomas gave them a rude bump and started for the station. Don't be dawdling, he grumbled. Where have you been? Asked the coaches crossly. Oh, something tells me that the coaches and Thomas just do not get along. Thomas fussed into the station where Gordon was waiting. Poop, poop, poop. Hurry up, you, said Gordon crossly. Beep, beep, beep. Hurry yourself, said cheeky Thomas. Yes, said Gordon. I will. And almost before the coaches had stopped moving, Gordon came out of his siding and was coupled to the train. Boop, boop, he whistled. Get in quickly, please. So the people got in quickly. The signal went down, the clock struck the hour, the guard waved his green flag, and Gordon was ready to start. Thomas usually pushed from behind the big trains, to help them start, but he was always uncoupled first. So that when the train was running nicely, he could stop and go back. This time, he was too late. Gordon started so quickly that they forgot to uncouple Thomas. Boop, boop, said Gordon. Peep, 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 whistled Thomas. Come on, puffed Gordon to the coaches. Pull harder, puffed Thomas to Gordon. The heavy train began to move out of the station. Oh dear, looks like Gordon's chance had come. The train went faster and faster, too fast for Thomas. He wanted to stop, but he couldn't. Beep, beep, stop, he whistled. Hurry, laughed Gordon in front. You can't get away, laughed the coaches. Poor Thomas was going faster than he had ever gone before. He was out of breath and his wheels hurt him, but he had to go on. I shall never be the same again, he thought sadly. My wheels will be quite worn out. At last, they stopped at a station. Everyone laughed to see Thomas puffing and panting behind. They uncoupled him, put him on a turntable, and then he ran on a siding out of the way. Well, little Thomas, chuckled Gordon as he passed. Now you know what hard work means, don't you? Poor Thomas couldn't answer. He had no breath. He just puffed slowly away to rest and had a long, long drink. He went home very slowly and was careful afterwards never to be cheeky to Gordon again. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? I hope cheeky Thomas learned his lesson. I don't think he did. Do you? So, did you enjoy that story? Because I sure did. Because I'm a huge Thomas fan. I'm a huge Sonic fan as well, but I'm a huge Thomas fan as well. So I hope you all enjoyed that story. If you want to see more of me telling stories and doing other content, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Anyway, thank you all for watching. And if you want to see more, just go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!